who touches lives, and who makes the nation a better place. I mentioned that one of the things that causes leaders to fail is that they don't pay attention to what really matters in the first life. And so as I come to my conclusion, let me tell you the 5 most important issues of life, and don't you ever forget to focus on these 5 things, whether you're leading a family, an organization, a business, wherever you are leading. Number 1, how much money you have, how you get your money, and how you use your money. Yeah, you need money in order to achieve your goals. And the sooner you have enough money, the sooner you can do what you really want to do without the constraints of a master. We all should work hard at an occupation so we can get money, but we must also save it and invest it so we can stop working on someone else's job or in someone else's business or in an organization led by somebody else, so we can realize all of our potential in the pursuits and endeavors that we are engaged in to touch the lives of our people and make them better. And by the way, when you come face to face with your Creator, do so having used your money to live a significant life of achievement, yes, to have success, yes, but more importantly, to contribute to the lives of the hopeless and the helpless. Please, graduates, avoid debt. Debt will kill you. Debt will set you back. Debt is a horrible, horrible thing. And don't let good marketing skills of any company entice you to spend money on that which is neither important nor urgent. If you ever need to borrow money, make sure you only borrow money to buy something that will increase in value or will increase your cash flow or will be around for you to pass on to your children. Don't fall into the debt trap. The second thing that really, really matters in life is how much knowledge you have. The more knowledge you have, the more money you are able to make and keep. The more knowledge you have, the more good decisions you are likely to make. The more knowledge you have, the better the quality of people you can attract to you. The more knowledge you have, the greater your influence. The more knowledge you have, the more people you can help, and the more opportunities you will have to impact lives in our community. The more knowledge you have, the better equipped you will be to build the lives of your children and your family and the people you lead, influence, and mentor. Read books. Read a good book every month. Every month. Read a good book every month. Read the newspapers. Know what's happening locally and internationally. Spend time with people who know more than you do. Watch educational programs on television instead of junk. Understand what men with power in Asia are doing so you can benefit from their endeavors and not be harmed by them. And visit China and visit India so that you can understand where the power is, where the money is, and where the world is going. It will add to your knowledge. The third most important thing in life is how healthy you are. And our president spoke to this in her presentation. But I will remind you that your health determines the level of your energy. Your health determines your attractiveness. And let me tell you, high energy people, attractive people, people with good health, people with a positive attitude make more money than the other people. High energy people are more productive, they do more good, and they have more accomplishments. Healthy people don't burn out. Healthy people are not away from the job sick. Healthy people don't have high medical bills, and healthy people don't normally experience a premature death. So listen to our president when she says to you, pay attention to your health, exercise, recreate, relax.
Hello?
Number 4, the 5 things that are important most in life, that are most important in life, who you have relationships with. Who you have relationships with determines how much money you earn and keep. how soon you can retire, the value and purpose of your life, the level of your knowledge, the level of your happiness and joy, the content of your character, the level of your success, whether or not you advance on the job. And let me tell you, when you go to the job, there are three groups of people. Don't you ever forget this. There's the 20% who will excel, and who will advance, and who will go places, and who will be the leaders. Then there's the 40%. And they can tell you, child, don't listen to him. Child, you come in early. Child, you stay late. And child, they ain't paying you overtime. Well, child, not me. And then there's a third group. They're in the valley of decision, trying to determine which of those two groups to join. I think you understand which group you want to be associated with. And it's important to allocate time to build your important relationships. Let me tell you, relationships are what bring you joy in life. Not the money, the relationships. Not the success, the relationships. And let me say this. If and when you have children, remember that rules without relationship will lead to their rebellion. And if and when you have children, remember that the relationships formed for the creation, development, and nurturing of children are the most sacred, yet the most challenging in terms of leadership. It's hard to be with one person for 20, 30, 40 years just to raise and nurture children. It will challenge you, so make sure you make good decisions with regard to that relationship. And for God's sake, get it right for the sake of our nation. The 5 things that are most important in life, we come to number 5, wisdom and good judgment. Make no mistake about it, wisdom comes from God. You get it nowhere else. And wisdom is the ability to use the knowledge that you have acquired to make good decisions and decisions which benefit others in a positive way. And you can ask God for wisdom. If you have a relationship with Him, He gladly gives it. And the level of your wisdom will determine the quality of your relationships, the amount of money you earn and keep, how well you use your time, and whether or not you finish strong and live a life of excellence and significance as an effective and influential leader. Now, none of us are perfect. None of us. We all have our weaknesses. We all have a lot of work to do to improve our lives. But despite our weaknesses, despite our flaws, despite our many sins, despite our many failings, each of us can resolve today to begin to change and to seek the more excellent way. So I challenge you, graduates, and urge you to embrace education and the pursuit of knowledge, more knowledge and more knowledge and more knowledge. I challenge you to exceed expectations, even your own expectations, exceed them, and execute your work and your endeavors with excellence. As our president said, be the best one, whatever it is, that is, and become an outstanding leader in the institutions of our nation, and especially our families. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Ethel, we thank you for your inspiring remarks and guidance to all of us. We also thank Mrs. Audrey Wright, the college choir, Mr. Chris Castillion, and the college band for your outstanding performances. I now invite Dr. Erla Carey Baines, Executive Vice President and Vice President of Academic Affairs, to present the graduates of the college.
Will the candidates for certificates and diplomas please stand and remain standing? Mr. Chairman, I have the honor of presenting to you these candidates for certificates and diplomas. They have successfully completed the requirements prescribed by the college for certificates and diplomas in their respective schools and institutes.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of the Bahamas as Chairman of the Council of the College of the Bahamas, and in recognition of your attainment in completing the program prescribed by the college, I confer upon each of you the certificates and diplomas with all of the rights, duties, immunities, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations. Please be seated.
Will all of the candidates for the Associate of Arts degree please stand and remain standing? Will all of the candidates for the Associate of Science degree please stand and remain standing? Will all of the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree please stand and remain standing?